Do you want to wean yourself from promoted listings? Don't jump your head first. You might hurt yourself. Or your eBay account for that matter. Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Polish Pete, eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I'm also an unpaid carer for an elderly and disabled person who lives abroad, which means I spend a lot of my time away from home. And this is how I have to run my business. So, I want to talk about weaning yourself from promoted listings. There is a lot of people who are dissatisfied, to say it diplomatically, or rather angry or mad about all that eBay money grab, as we can see at the moment. More and more people talk about stopping their promoted listings. Some already have done it. There are also people who have tried it, and after a few days of no sales, they gave up and switched them back on. So let's talk about how to do it and how to actually successfully wean yourself from promoted listings and how to avoid that massive sudden drop in sales after switching off your promoted listings campaigns. But before we start, if you are interested in this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so yet, so everybody can understand that paying more and more fees, stuffing eBay's pockets with our hard-earned money, has a limit. There is a point where we are just unable to pay more fees, as we will go underwater. We will have no business at all. You know, what, 13-15% of eBay final value fees, yeah, plus flat fee, plus shop subscription, plus international fees, plus insertion fees if you are going over your free listing allocation. Then on top of everything, postage and cost of goods and packaging supplies. Then the rent, electricity, broadband, diesel and other stuff. And then somehow, somewhere, we have to fit that promoted listings into that, which can be as high as 20%, because there are people who are paying that kind of money for this doubtful privilege. First of all, you have to know your numbers, guys. I keep banging about it, but I can still see people on YouTube, in the comment section and all that kind of stuff. People don't know their bottom line. Watch my other videos about promoted listings for some more details on this subject. There is a dedicated playlist on my channel dedicated entirely to promoted listings. So if you know your numbers, you can then establish what is the maximum that you can pay as your promoted listing fees. Well, how high can you go before it just doesn't make sense? And for different people, there will be a different level. Yeah, however, the current circumstances of those people are what they are selling, how much they are paying, and all that stuff. But as we can see around ourselves in the world, we have to cut our costs wherever we can, because everything gets more expensive, everything. And eBay will get more expensive as well, and we can see it straight away out of it after 5 minutes of looking at it. But first, we have to answer ourselves one important question. Do we really want to get rid of promoted listings entirely? I'm sure, and I'm really sure, that there is a large number of people who just simply overpay for their promoted listings. They are paying 10%, 15%, 20%, where they could get the same or slightly worse results with paying 3%, 5%, 7%. My average rate at the moment is below 2.5%. 2.5%. And I still get about a quarter of my sales I get from promoted listings. To be fair, at this point, I've got no incentive to get rid of my promoted listings entirely, because I don't mind paying that 2.5% or even less, 2.4 something. Yeah, I would mind paying 15 or even 10, but at this point, 2.5 is fine for me. It's absolutely fine. So for me, there is no point to get rid of them at all, but there is a point to lower down my rate. So if you wish to lower down your rate, or for that matter, to get rid of them at all, the key point here, guys, is to do it slowly. Don't jump your head first. I know that you want to stop paying them as fast as you can, as soon as you can. But you have to understand that nobody should run their business on day-to-day basis. You have to think ahead, you have to plan ahead, and then slowly move towards your goal. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. Slow and steady. Listen to this. Let's say I want to win myself of promoted listings entirely. I wake up one day, I turn on the computer, and I switch off my promoted listings. What will eBay, or rather eBay's algorithm, do when I switch off my promoted listings? For eBay, it's free money. They don't have to do anything to earn it. There is no extra service that they offer you for paying extra. They simply take somebody else's sale and give it to you, because you are ready to pay twice. You are ready to pay promoted listing fees and final value fees. Yeah, this for eBay, this is extra money, pure profit. I mean 100% profit, maybe 99% profit if you factor electricity and server costs. But it's absolutely pure profit for eBay. So if you were an eBay algorithm, what would you do if I have switched off my promoted listings? Of course, you would try to force me to switch them back on. How would you do that? Throttle my traffic, send me worse traffic, browsers, not buyers. So my sales would tank and I would go into panic mode. Oh my God, I have to switch it back. It's pay to play, I have to switch it back, yeah? My sales have dried, I won't be able to pay my bills. Switch that bloody thing on immediately, it's pay to play. And this is exactly what eBay algorithm does. Switch your promoted listings off in one clear cut and sales will drop, because eBay wants you to go into panic mode and switch them back on, because it's extra money, it's free money, it's 100% profit. So you will have to either kind of wait it out for some period of time, days, weeks, and hopefully your sales will slowly build up back. Well, maybe they will, maybe they won't. You never know. Or you can do something else. If you look at Stoic Reseller, I'll try to put the link down below. He has weaned himself of promoted listings. Yeah? But he did it slowly. He started to list new items without promoting them. And then slowly he was taking his items out of promoted listings, few items at a time, if I understand it correctly. And it has worked for him, as far as I understand. His sales may be dropped, but not much. But he's not paying extra. So he's making more money on those sales that he has. He didn't trigger the algorithm to apply those correcting measures against his account. His sales didn't drop like a lead balloon. Yeah, and the same applies to lowering your promoted listing fees or percentage. Yeah, however you wish to call it. I did that. Yeah, I wanted to drastically lower my level of fees, but I knew that I can't go and just simply apply it to all my listings at once, because eBay will see that, and they will see that I want to give them less money, so they would stop my sales or throttle my sales or lower my sales. So I go to that panic mode. So I've changed my listing slowly. Every time I was ending and selling similar something, I've changed that promoted listing rate on that particular listing, and I moved on. Few a day, couple of them a day, 10 of them a day, 20 of them a day, 5 of them a day. Have my sales tanked? No. Have they gone down? No. They have actually increased. Both organic sales and promoted sales. They both increased. I've lost a lot of impressions, but these were promoted impressions, but I gained a lot of organic impressions. And I really am ready to swap 2 promoted impressions for 1 organic. Hell, I'm even ready to swap 10 promoted impressions for 1 organic impressions, because those organic impressions are just simply better. They have a better click-through rate, they have a better sell-through rate. So, again, I did it slowly, so algorithm didn't punish me for lowering that fees, because I didn't trigger that defense mechanism. Yeah, I didn't trigger algorithm. Look, this guy is lowering his fees. Just we have to counteract it. I did it slowly, so it didn't realize. Yeah. So, do you know that saying about frog in a boiling water? Increase your temperature quickly and the frog will jump out. But do it slowly and the frog will boil itself alive, basically, without jumping out. And eBay algorithm is the same. Plan ahead what you want to do, what you want to achieve, where you want to be, and move slowly in correct direction until you reach your goal. Boil that eBay frog. Yeah? If you wake up one day saying, sod it, I've got enough, I'm switching off my promoted listings, don't rush to your computer. Make yourself a brew, calm down, and play how are you going to do that. Don't jump your head first. Be patient. The goal is to pay less, not to sell less. Big business, guys, big business plans ahead. And I'm not talking about months. I'm talking about years or even decades in some cases. You have to have a plan. And you have to realize that plan one step at a time. Yeah? Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know for sure. All I know, all is what I can see. And what I can see is make a sudden change, an algorithm will spot it. And I mean it works both ways. I mean positive change and negative change. For example, what I have noticed, I would say 2 months ago, maybe, that it is, for me, it is way much beneficial to list 150 items in one day, in one go, at the same time, instead of listing 20 a day for a week. So instead, of listing low quantity of items daily, I would rather do it in one go, give it a kick, yeah? And because algorithm notice that kick, and I always have a spike in traffic, I always have spike in sales, and I get that velocity, and it keeps me going for some time, not for entire week, but for some time, and all I have to do is keep that velocity, yeah? It is a part of my poor man's method exactly for this reason, yeah? This is poor man's method if you want to see it. Because for me, it works way much better than listing small amount of listings every day. I would rather get that kick, yeah? And that's it. That's all that I've got for you today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, please don't forget to click that like button. Also, if you wish to support the channel further and you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. I would also be grateful for any form of sharing this video with your friends on your social media or something like that. And I would like to thank you for everybody who does this. Yeah, guys, take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. God bless you all and bye bye.